All right, everyone, we're here at one of our favorite houses in downtown Southern Pines, and it's a little different, right? So this is a house that we lived in for a while. We actually bought it, we remodeled it, and then oh, the train is going on. So perfect timing for us. Yeah, we bought it, remodeled it, then turned it into a rental, and it's been a great rental. We'd get about $3,000 a month for it. We make about $500-600 a month. So it's an okay rental. Previous tenant just moved out, and so we decided, hey, let's go ahead and put it back out on the market, see what we can get. At the same time, let's go ahead and prep for an Airbnb, because going through our numbers, some of the Airbnbs that we have downtown, hey, we could probably make $2,000 a month on this house. And then we got an offer on the house, which was very hard to turn down. So we said, all right, hey, screw it, we're just gonna sell it. But I kind of want to show you the house, and then two, kind of talk about why we decided to sell it versus the slow growth build of cash via renting and Airbnb and stuff like that. And we actually just had a storm the other day, so I'm sorry if the outside looks terrible. I mean, you got like all the old pines, everything just come on down. So I should have said something else after that, but I didn't. Anyway, let's go check out the house, and I'll talk about why we decided to sell it versus turning it as an Airbnb, having pretty decent cash flow, or as a long-term rental and still making decent cash flow. All right, y'all, so we're gonna walk in right now. A couple of things I want to talk about the house. First off, it's 1928 home, so it's like this beautiful historic home. When we purchased it back in 2019 or 2020, I can't remember off the top of my head, came in, we do what we always do, especially on a flip. We do it right. We tore everything down, all new plumbing, all new electrical, AC, roof, everything, right? It was a good project, probably one of our first massive projects that we actually did on our own without a GC really involved. But one of the super cool things is, you can see behind me, everything that's black basically is an addition that we added on. So you see over here, we added on this portion. I'll show you what's that at. And then we added on this little 3 seasons room. And then super cool too, as well, is if you look off to my right, your left, you can see that there is a old garage. Now that garage was built at the same time as this house, and it's an old Model T garage. And so when we first came in, it had like some old newspaper clippings and things like that. But for the old Ford Model Ts, that's perfect size for it. All right, so let's pop on in, and I'll kind of walk through what the house used to look like. And we actually do have a video. One of our first videos was called Flipping in the Pines, and it was literally about this house. And so you can kind of see what it used to look like. All right, so before you walk on in, this is our Hobbit door, as you can see, old 1928 door. It's our original. We sanded it and restained it and stuff like that, but we love it. So come on through, and like I said, we'll do the walkthrough, but I just want to talk about some of the major things that we did. First and foremost, I want to show you where the kitchen used to be. So the house was much smaller. The kitchen, and don't mind the furniture, we were going to turn it into an Airbnb, like I said. The kitchen used to be right here, and then it was just like this big U, and that was it. And so we did the addition, and now you can see what the kitchen and the mudroom looks like. And so all of this is an addition, and then you can go in and you can see the mudroom as well, and laundry room right here. And believe it or not, these cabinets are all IKEA. All right, so if you ever thought about doing IKEA cabinets for kids' room, laundry, stuff like that, IKEA, not bad. Countertops, all set in stone. So shout out to Lizzie and Set in Stone team. They're always great. This original butler's pantry has been here forever. We definitely left it in. And then this used to be the actual like dining room right here. Because like I said, the kitchen was right there. They had this dining room, and there was a giant wall across the living room, and that was the living room over there. But you turned it into the master bedroom. You got king size bed. So it's a nice, it's a little tight, but then you'll see where the other addition and part of the old living room used to be, and it's right on through here. And it's the master bath and closet. All right, and then so we're gonna head upstairs here real quick, but something to point out, those windows right there, they're actually original to the house. So we kept them, and then we added some new windows on the other side because they weren't very effective at keeping heat and cooling in. So I was like, all right, I want to keep them, try to keep the charm. But then, like I said, we added some windows on the other side. So, lots of charm to this house. The other thing that's not very common in this area is there is what we call a spooky basement. It's a full-size basement. The sandhills, yeah, I wouldn't go down there. We didn't do much down there. And you can see like all of the crickets that are down there. Shit's scary as hell. And since it's the sandhills, you get a lot of water around here. So we had to do a lot of water mitigation as we were doing it, just kind of all regrading everything so that way water wouldn't get into the basement. And so one of the cool things about the house, and you can see kind of where we did the addition right here, is this used to be just the regular, this was here, right? So it's all original. But then when we added in the space, we came in and we were able to add in all this extra storage. That's one of the things that the house lacked. And actually, this was our first spray foam job. We fixed up obviously the upstairs bathroom. And then you got 3, decent sized bedrooms right up here. So this is where the kiddos used to live. Son's old room, daughter's room, and then this was just like a miscellaneous, like, oh, this was gonna be the office before we made the office. But then it just turned into the, we pile everything in their room. And one of the things too is obviously we added these doors and there used to be nothing here. And it was just a porch that you could only access from the outside. So one of the things we needed, we're just doing so much work. It's like, oh, hey, we need an office space. So like, oh, hey, why not? You can come right through this door and right onto this awesome porch. You got brick, everything like that. And so we ended up just turning this into a 3 seasons room. It's got its own heating and cooling right on over here. So we loved it. It's a great office. And then of course, as you're going on, like, hey, if you have a 3 seasons room, what about our screened-in porch? So we added a screened-in porch as well. We loved it, absolutely love it. It was a great time for us and our family, and hopefully for the next family that comes through as well.